Sean here from Cans Across the World with Bristol Beer Factory. Do you just want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, absolutely. My name's Kezia. I'm brand marketing manager at Bristol Beer Factory.
And I'm Kari, and I'm the head of people and community.
Nice to meet you. The beer we're talking about today is the Clearhead alcohol-free IPA. It's a beer that he's created with Talk.
Talk Club.
Yeah. So do you want to talk about that, about the inspiration behind it?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you how it came about to being, and then maybe Carrie can go in a bit more about all the good work that Talk Club do. Um, it's been around since about 2020. During lockdown, the the guy that runs Talk Club, the guy behind it, Ben Akers, came to our MD and said, "Look, I've got this idea to do an alcohol-free beer with you guys. I think it would be really good, and it would be called Clearhead." And he had this like whole idea in his head, and our MD just turned around and said, "No, we're not going to make an alcohol-free beer." And the head brewer said the same. It's like, "Not going to make an alcohol-free beer. No, we're just we make beer that are ABV, four and above. It's, we make proper beers." It was a real stigma at the time against alcohol-free beer, and they just felt it also couldn't be done. They felt like they couldn't make a really nice one that would stand up to the rest of our beers, sort of shoulder to shoulder and be as good as them. And then when lockdown happened, our head brewer had an empty brewery to play with because, of course, we weren't brewing for the pubs anymore. And so he made several awful brews of alcohol-free beers that went down the drain. And then eventually he hit on this recipe for Clearhead that was it. He smashed it. And it's a combination of Citra and Mosaic hops. It's also got lactose in it to give it body. And we're really proud of it as a beer, but then also, it has this added benefit of being really good for Talk Club.
So Talk Club are a mental health charity, and they set up probably around 2019. I think it was around that time, and it's basically the whole premise of the charity is around mental fitness, and in particular for men, because there's just some devastating statistics and therefore reality that the thing that's most likely to kill a man between the age of like 25 to 45 is themselves. Mental health is just absolutely rock bottom for some people, and particularly, I suppose, stereotypically, with a gender where actually people feel they can't actually open up, they can't talk, they can't share how they're feeling, because actually quite often by sharing how you're feeling is the first step to then problem solving, finding the way through, or just being able to sit and being held within it. And so Talk Club literally is that. It's clubs for men to talk. And so actually where the connection for Bristol Beer Factory is the first ever Talk Club took place in this actual room. And again, so the founders of Talk Club approached Sam, our MD, and just said, "Look, we're trying to create spaces where men feel safe, where men feel they can easily walk in, and that's the first barrier to then being able to sit in a room and to be able to talk about how you're feeling. If you try and take people to a really clinical circle kind of sterile environment and then get you to open up about how you feel, it just feels like such a juxtaposition. It works for some people, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for many. And so Ben, Gav, and the rest of the founders of Talk Club said, "Well, where do men feel comfortable? Where would men most likely open up? Where do men congregate? Why don't we go there?" It's like, "Well, then let's go to the pub. Let's go to sporting stadiums. Let's go to gyms. Let's go to places where we know there's already that captive audience." And so that's where the first Talk Club happened here. And then that idea of actually, if you're going into that space, if you're going into a pub, if you're going to talk about your mental health in a pub, sometimes having a drink with ABV doesn't actually work for you, depending on the time of day, depending on where you're at, depending on where your head's at. What if you could have a beer where you have a clear head at the end of it? And so it was just that synergy that just sparked. So from the point of creating the beer and launching the beer, 5% of total Clearhead brewery sales has all been given to Talk Club. And I think we're like we're in excess of £165,000 now since we launched, and that was
Wow.
2021. And so, and year on year, like the more Clearhead we sell, the bigger the donation that goes to Talk Club. And so we're really, really proud of the fact that they started in one room in BS3 here in the tap room, and now they've got over 100 clubs taking place on a weekly basis, from all the way up in Scotland, all the way down into Cornwall, and everywhere in between. And I guess what we proudly talk about is actually, on the can, some of the marketing that we've used is like, actually, this can saves lives. So the idea is that you can pick up a can of Clearhead because you don't want to drink a drink with ABV for whatever reason. You can really enjoy that beer. You can enjoy being with your people, with your community, in a space where you're surrounded, you can connect. And at the same time, there's a message on there that if you need any additional support, this is where you can go. And that connection for some people has been absolutely transformational.
That's incredible. Like, it's a bit like there's a community in Belfast called Metal for Life. They're like a mental health charity as well. Started the parents lost their child, lost their son, and instead of like just going into themselves, they created this community. But it's the same with like Talk Club there, like using beer to sort of get people to open up. But I'm dying to get into this, to be honest. I mean, I
Absolutely.
was
We've
trying,
got some here too.
yeah, I was trying to get a segue. But
Let's do
yeah,
it. Have you had any yet, or is this your first can?
no, it's my first one. So this is the only one I put in the fridge, and
Nice.
then because I really love the box. Um,
Oh,
it's
thank
like the
you.
wee box, and then yeah, 'cause there's like all the wee Bristol landmarks and stuff on it too.
Yeah.
Is that like
Yeah.
the Thekla or like the wee boat?
Is it
I think.
SS Great Britain? I think
All
is
right.
that. I mean, I don't know. It might be.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's probably SS Great Britain.
Yeah.
Uh, and there's those cranes from outside the M shed in the harbour.
Cabot Towers on there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Bristol is in our name. It is. We are so rooted within Bristol. BS3 as a homeland, but Bristol in general. We could be prouder to represent Bristol in everything that we do.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I absolutely love that. That's why I didn't want to disturb the box too much. It's like it's so gorgeous.
Thank
But
you.
yeah, uh like straight away on the nose, smells like an IPA. Getting nice florals and bit of citrus going.
It's
Well, that's
really
class.
nice, isn't it?
Like
Yeah.
the mouthfeel is very like it's just not dissimilar to beer at all. So it's yeah, because I've had a few that are like watery. Um, and then I think when you're like chatting to people about it as well, like it's good it doesn't have to lie. I'd say I enjoyed it.
We don't want you to lie.
But yeah, that's fantastic. Um, but yeah,
It's
so
um sorry, I was gonna say it's the lactose that gives it that body. And I think that's what is missing from quite a lot of alcohol-free beers. It is the body, because that's what you think, oh, I'm just having a watery drink. You want to have that beery sensation.
like have you had a lot of feedback about the beer? Like are people enjoying it and it's really helping the community?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's our best-selling beer online by far. And it's, I think, our second best selling beer overall for trade as well. It's we get such incredible feedback. It's really touching, actually, how much people say, like, this beer has changed my life. It's meant that I can go out to the pub and have a pint with my friends again and not feel ostracized or anything, or they say, I can go and watch the football at Ashton Gate Stadium, which is just around the corner from us. And I can drive and I can have a beer and I can be in the spirit of the day and not feel like I'm missing out. So yeah, we're super, super happy with the reception it's got. And I think it's been such a big part of Bristol for a few years now. It's in so many pubs, but we're now pouring it at festivals and in selected co-ops. So like you're starting to see it further afield, which is great too.
And I think when you're in Bristol, I don't know how many pubs stock us. I don't know the number, but there are a lot. And just the ability to go up
I think
to
it's
the
over
bar,
1,000.
over 1,000.
Yeah.
So to go up to the bar, to talk to the person behind the bar, to order a pint or a half pint, to get it in a glass, like to have an alcohol free that's pouring straight from the tap. Like I think that really adds to that sense of enjoying your pint, because it's all about the entire experience, isn't it? And so the fact that you can go up and order a clear head, irrespective of whether you drink alcohol or not, whatever's going on for you, just like it's just a really great, refreshing beer. Perfect for a sunny day, that is.
Definitely is. But that's one of the things that I loved as well. Like it seems to be very geared towards summer. Like yeah, like I think having a barbecue and you're just standing there by the grill cooking, like you're pounding beers. But if you're having Clearhead, you're you're gonna be fine after, and it's gonna be a
Exactly.
good time.
Yeah, we've got this campaign at the moment called A Summer to Remember, and it's all exactly about that because in the summer there's so many different events going on. There's different parties, you're having barbecues, you're meeting up with friends more, but it doesn't have to mean drinking more. And we want it to be a summer to remember and to not feel burnt out by the end of it. And Clearhead's like just the perfect beer to kind of make that happen. We drink it. People don't always exclusively drink it. We sometimes it's our first beer or our last beer, or sometimes we drink it in between beers. I love to do this thing called zebra striping, where you have like one on, one off. And if you're drinking an free beer that tastes good enough to stand up to the other sort of higher ABV beers, then you can do that.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be hopefully. I'm not sure it's stocked over here much yet, but
No, no,
yeah.
shipping is such a nightmare.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I
overseas,
know.
I
I know.
know. Yeah, we had trouble even just getting these to you. So yeah, at the moment we are mainland UK, England, Wales, actually quite a bit. We deliver 82% of our beer directly off our own vehicles to local pubs, festivals, and other outlets in the southwest. So only sort of 18% of our stock is sold online for UK wide delivery or to wholesalers. So hopefully we can get a wholesaler that will work on Northern Ireland for us. That would be great, I think.
Yeah, it'd be incredible because we've got who's it here? Salt Boy, I think's a big distributor, like locally.
Yeah.
So it'd be worth like always shouting them out. Great. But yeah, so speaking of parties, like it's Pride Day for you tomorrow. Our Pride Day is 25th of July. So like I'm absolutely buzzing for it. Like I always bring the dog down. He's got like a wee rainbow lei. Um, so we
Oh.
have the crack, but you have brewed a beer for it as well.
Yeah.
Called is it Laser Juice?
Yeah. So Laser Juice
Yeah.
is our best-selling session IPA. It's sold sort of citywide, and it's normally like a kind of pink and purple can, sort of with these like stripes across. And so for Pride, we've made it all the colors of the Pride flag. And there's also like a little disco ball with our logo on it,
That's class.
which is really sweet.
That's really cool.
This is the official Bristol Pride brew of Laser Juice that we'll be pouring at the Pride Day Festival, and 100% of the profits from that brew are going to Pride. In addition to our sponsorship, we are fully sponsoring the bars and everything this year.
Oh well.
And that's on top of then sponsoring the Bristol Bisons, who are the Southwest's first gay, queer friendly rugby team. And they are incredible at rugby, absolutely smashing it in the IGR League, but also an incredible community who just are out there to ensure that everybody feels that they have a space on or off the pitch, totally inclusive, You don't need to identify as being gay or queer to participate in the team. It is open to everyone. And yeah, for us, for Bristol Beer Factory, sport is proper in our heart, isn't it?
Yeah, especially rugby.
Yeah, we're just 50 yards up the road from Ashton Gate Stadium and the home of the Bears. So sponsoring the Bisons feels it was just a great opportunity for us. So we're actually going up to Pride, marching with the Bisons, going up to Pride with them, pouring Blaze juice, Pride IPA. So it'll be a real celebration.
Yeah, that's tomorrow. Our Pride. So
Yeah, well, it's going to be great. But I was actually looking at the actual design of the shirt as well. Did you have a hand in the art for it?
the
Or
bison
who?
shirt.
Oh, yeah, the bison shirt. Like it kind of looks like your brand of can.
Yeah. So they actually they've got a chant, and it's something like oh God, I'm going to do them disjustice. But it's basically like from North Bristol to South Bristol, from Hengrove to Henleys, beer drinking, rugby, something, bisons. And so they're calling out all the different parts of Bristol. And so when they were looking for a particular shirt, and actually they want for training. So they got in contact and said, what we want is to have the map backdrop that you find actually on the majority of our cans, particularly like our icons, so the beers that you'll see online all year round. But also some of the specials have got the Bristol map, and just different places are picked out, and then there's another design layered over the top. So they're like, we want that map, so actually we can, they wanted to look to represent a can. And then actually there's the big pink kind of waves that are going across. So I was talking to one of the Bisons yesterday. Yeah. So it kind of, picking that out. And he was like, that's to represent like the energy, the electricity, the vibrancy of Bristol, and just how it's so interconnected, and that sense of just being everywhere, which I absolutely loved.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good pals, good partners of ours, and it's so great to work with them. And so they've collaborated with us and Pride on the special Pride IPA as well.
That's incredible. I definitely have to try it sometime at some point.
Maybe try and get another ship.
Yeah, like that's all right. I can cycle out. All good. That's grand. We could probably wrap up then and let you get back to all the good things you do. Well, thanks so much for chatting with me today, and I hope you enjoy Bristol Pride tomorrow.
Thank you.
Cheers, Sean.
I hope you have a great time at Belfast Pride as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.